Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by the one, the only Luke Webster of Chelsea Football. How's it going, bud?
Oh, it's going good. How are you?
Doing good. So I gotta ask you, what have the first few weeks of practice been like as you get ready for another season of high school football?
Practices have been good. We get kind of in and out. Um, we try to fit as much as we can in between the periods that we're practicing. We've been lifting every day, so I think the group's pretty ready for what's to come this season.
I think the biggest thing, obviously, let's address the big elephant in the room. Obviously, new coach with Coach Dean coming in there. Um, obviously everybody knows what he's been able to do and at Lowell and obviously all across football. But what's it like to have him as your head coach and what kind of things has he been able to do um since he got to Chelsea?
I think it's great having Coach Dean as our head coach. A couple of things he's been able to do is kind of take a couple players that previously played different spots and kind of fit them into his offense that he brought to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that'll look really good and trying a couple new things, but I'm really excited to see what it looks like on the football field.
So you're a senior, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so first off, can you believe that you're a senior?
No, it's been quick.
Yeah. I usually ask this question, been asking this a lot lately, but can you tell me one big story, one thing that you remember from your freshman year? I know it was a big year, but
Yeah.
what's the biggest memory you have from that year?
Freshman year, I'd say probably one of two things, either going up north to play a game and me and a couple buddies actually stayed over, stayed the night. And then in the morning we played a game. But other than that, I'd say freshman year, I got pulled up to varsity, and that was also the same year we won the state championship. So that was really cool to like be able to experience and even play in a couple games during playoffs. Um, and that was just, I would say, really valuable experience that I wouldn't trade back for anything.
Absolutely. So as you get ready for this year, what do you feel like the big thing that you've noticed within yourself just as a player? What do you feel like you've improved on this year?
This year, I'd say definitely like breaking down, being able to like full speed off the edge, being able to break down, make a play happen, instead of just like pretty much flying in the backfield and um, not containing or not being able to break down and get the quarterback or something like that.
Yeah. So, one of the other things is, when a new coach comes in, a lot of guys, but they bring a lot, maybe not new people, but the biggest thing is like mostly the coach Dean's the only new face. Everybody else, has stayed the same. And that's obviously, what was that like just to see like everybody, kind of staying the same? Because I know Coach Dean kind of talked about it is that they kind of really ran things because obviously Coach Dean was still in Georgia, still trying to make his way up here.
Yeah. I think it's great. I think it shows a lot about Chelsea football as a whole and how, like people want to be in Chelsea. People want to coach in Chelsea. And players want to play in Chelsea just because of, the tradition behind it and how seriously we take it. And I'd also think kind of makes you a better man being in Chelsea, just with what you learn and, how you respect other people and all
So
that.
yeah, and obviously there's this big thing called, obviously I've covered high school athletics for a little bit, but there's this thing called the Chelsea way. Playing multiple sports, doing all the right things. Obviously, when you get done with football this year, you're going right into pure. Remind everybody what position you play,
I'm the goalie for the hockey team.
as well as and then for football.
Oh, for football, I play linebacker.
Okay, so you're going from a linebacker to a goalie.
Yeah.
What's that like just to, be a linebacker then and then go into like, is there any similarities between the two sports? Because, playing football and playing hockey, you don't see a lot of those kids.
Yeah. I'd say the biggest similarity is just kind of and what it's taught me playing both sports too, back to back, is pretty much just as long as you can go like 110% effort whenever you're on the ice or on the field. As long as you can do that and just make saves or plays out of desperation, play desperate the whole time, then you can really just maximize your potential as a player.
Yeah. Okay, so this week begins the first week going all the way out to the west side of the state. Obviously, a very familiar place for your head coach. But what's it going to be like going out there week one? To go play Northview, and then and then the schedule doesn't get there's no off weeks. Well, there's really never no off weeks in high school football.
Right.
Last time I checked. So and then going into a really tough East English team. So what's that going to be like these first few weeks? And really, what do you feel like you guys need to do to get solid momentum going toward the end of the year?
I'd say the most important thing right now is just this next week in preparation before our first game. We've had our scrimmages already, so I think uh, the biggest jump you'll see in a high school team is really the week in between their first scrimmages and their first game. And as long as we can, make adjustments and learn what we can do better, fix it, I think we'd be looking pretty good.
Okay. So, all right, let's get in your head a little bit, Luke. How do you like mentally get ready for a game?
I listen to my music. Uh, just like in hockey, I was taught from a young age in hockey, always have like a pregame ritual. So I do pretty much like the same thing before every game. Uh, Definitely get hydrated before, get a little energy in me, and yeah, just pretty much get mentally ready for the game.
Yeah, I guess well, being a goaltender, you kind of have to being around a few goalies, it's you gotta everyone has their own things. So
Right.
yeah. I must ask this. What's on Luke's playlist?
My playlist, I like 21 Savage a lot.
Okay.
Um, what else? A little bit of Future, Metro Boomin. I'm a big
Yeah.
Metro Boomin guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Luke, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, favorite athlete currently playing in any sport?
Currently,
Yeah.
um, I'd probably say, hmm, probably Dylan Larkin. We'll just go Dylan Larkin.
Okay. Um, okay, favorite best memory your from football season. Like this from your entire football career. That's what I was gonna say.
Entire football career.
Yeah,
Um, I'd say my favorite memory football career,
thus far.
yeah, thus far would be hmm, I'd say state championship, definitely. My
Yeah,
freshman year.
I don't think anything's gonna top that unless obviously if you do it this year.
Yeah, all right.
Um, okay, so favorite movie.
Favorite movie? Hmm. Miracle.
I thought you would say that.
Yeah.
And finally, I usually typically end it on this. What is something people may not know about you, Luke?
May not know about me. Um, I mean, I guess maybe not everyone knows I play hockey too.
Yeah, that could be.
Uh,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
I feel like a lot of people in the hockey group don't know that I play football, and a lot of people in the football group don't really know I play hockey. So I'd say that.
Do you play any other sports, or is it just those two?
I used to play baseball, but then I stopped, and then I actually golfed my sophomore year. But that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, Luke, thanks again for coming on, and best of luck this. I can now say this: best of luck this week against Northview.
Yeah, thank you.